Well, good morning to you. It is a Friday. Do we mention it's Friday? It's hashtag Finally Friday, Film Friday, and it's just Friday. So the weekend is upon us. Glad to have you with us this morning for Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, my co-host this morning. Randee's joining us, and she's in Jenny Waldo's office. She didn't want anybody to know, so we just wanted to get that out of the way right away. So do you not have an office these days, Randee?
I do not have an office these days. My husband's been working from home, so he stole my office at home, and I'm here at HCC A-Leaf with my students today. So.
Oh, really? Okay. And they've got an important project they're doing as well. You're keeping them indoors, from what I understand.
I'm keeping them indoors. This year's Swamp Film Boot Camp, I said to the kids, look, outside is a no-go. So in return, they decided on a period Nazi double cross piece, for which I thank them.
Always pleasant. And by the way, Randee Ramsey is our executive director of the Southwest. She's the executive director of the Southwest Alternate Media Project, known as SWAMP, and she's also an HCC film faculty member. We're glad to have you with us as our Friday co-host. All right, so folks, we want to thank you all watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here every weekday morning when HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Randee, they can also find us in social media and on a cable channel as well.
That's right. You can find us we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page and YouTube, not HCC. There's too many of those. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. on Mondays through Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Stick around because you're going to be talking to this next guest. She's always a guest she's been on the show many times before. Dr. Alissa Jongh is joining us now. She's the professor out at the Facial Esthetics and Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Good morning, Alissa. Good to see you again.
Good morning. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for having me.
So we always talk about the HCC Spa. We promoted it. Are you guys like back in business now with the spa?
Yeah, we are. We were blessed to go back last semester, and it's been wonderful ever since. People are loving it. Going around Houston looking beautiful.
I know. It's like a treasure at HCC. You probably didn't know we had a spa that our students can go to. We'll tell you more about that. Randee's going to be talking to you in about 10 minutes. So stick around, grab some coffee. We'll be with you shortly. Okay, we're going to kick things off. It's hashtag Film Friday, and joining us right now talking about the cinematic achievements of the Latino community, because some people are just now submitting to this group. Dave Cebrero, he's the festival director for the Houston Latino Film Festival. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, I think it was maybe last October, we had one of your colleagues on the show talking about submissions, and you guys are taking those right now?
Yeah, that's right. We just started earlier this May, and early bird ends at the end of this month. So we will have our final deadline at the end of November. And so far, so good. Last year, we got the most submissions we've ever gotten. So we got maybe around 400 submissions.
Wow.
So there's a lot of content out there for sure.
And the event itself happens now. The event's a little ways away. It's March 15th through 19th, 2023. Tell us a bit about the Latino Film Festival and what you guys are all about.
Sure. Our mission is very simple. It's, championing and really promoting the Latino experience in film. And so sometimes you see so many great films that are being made in Latin America and here in the US and don't get the chance for distribution or to get screened unless you go to a film festival like ours. So prior to that, we didn't have a film festival that was showcasing stuff like this, particularly short films. That's how this whole film festival came about.
And does your film festival have an online component as well as seeing the movies in theaters? And are you working with certain theaters? What can we expect come March?
It's a hybrid festival, and that's happened because of COVID.
Right.
But we decided to keep the online aspect of it, and so yeah, it's there's a live and online component, and we have a online platform where you can see the entire program online.
And let's talk about some of the awards and categories, because I'm looking through my notes here, and it looks like you've got something where students can get involved too.
That's correct. Yeah, we're big on really nurturing the young Latino filmmakers, and so we decided to make a small change in our the way we award this year by giving the big prize to the students who have the best films, best feature film, and best short film.
What's the festival experience like for these filmmakers? I can imagine, getting your film at a film festival, maybe getting to meet the audience, hear the feedback. That's got to be certainly rewarding, but also helps these young filmmakers with as they go towards their future. It probably gives them a lot of tips. There's nothing better than having critiques and people telling you what they liked about your projects. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a great way to network, meet people that are working in the industry, a great chance to meet seasoned filmmakers if you're a student or a young filmmaker. I still remember my first experience of going to the Los Angeles International Latino Film Festival. And to me, that was life-changing, right? That having my film screened there and being able to engage with the audience, it's just an invaluable experience. So that's something that we wanted to, that's a major focus of our festival. Another component is the educational aspect of it, which every year we try to bring, 2 or 3 really seasoned filmmakers that are working out and they have some experience out in Hollywood or, right. They have work out in streaming platforms. So, that's a big part of it. Sure.
And I imagine you guys have Q&As with these filmmakers as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Every year, it seems like we're getting more and more filmmakers coming down to our festival from all over the world, which is great. That's the environment that we wanted to build from day one.
And, having your film shown at a festival is certainly an award in itself, but you guys also give out some cash awards as well, right?
That's right. And that's a change that we made this year. Instead of spreading it out with 3 different awards, we decided to just give a big chunk of it to the best student film.
Okay, and last year, it was your 6th year, is that right? So this is going to be year number 7. And tell us about the main venue, where you had it last year and what you're looking at this year.
Yeah, so we're at full-time at the Match in Midtown now. And so basically we kind of take over the entire venue for 5 days. And so there's, it's a fantastic venue to watch films. And there's also a gallery in there where we, mingle with the filmmakers afterwards. We have live music, we have live readings. So it's an art gallery in display. So, we're trying to also inject a little bit of other mediums into our festival and highlight other Latino artists as well.
Now, I know you guys have the festival itself is taking place in March of 2023, but do you have events all year round? Because I'm looking here and it says something, y'all got something coming up for Dia de los Muertos coming up in October. Maybe you can tell us about that and workshops you have going.
For sure. That is a major focus and part of our growth. We have a roadmap that we're trying to grow with on next year and the upcoming years. But yeah, this year we have Dia de los Muertos film showcase at 14 pews, and that's in
the Heights.
In the Heights, which is a beautiful venue to watch films. A whole different experience watching movies there.
Yeah.
So we invite everybody to come out and watch films that deal with themes of Dia de los Muertos, which is a celebration of, people that have moved on.
And so that's going to happen in October, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to be there for that. I haven't been to 14 Pews in a long time. So I'm definitely going to be there for that. All right. We're going to continue promoting you guys. Dave Cebrero, he's the festival director for the Houston Latino Film Festival. We're going to have your links and social media information in the post after our show. We want to get you on the show again when you guys have the festival ongoing. All right.
Yeah, for sure. We would love to be back. Yeah.
Dave, thanks for being here this morning. We look forward to seeing you in the future, and I'll see you in October too.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, Dave. All right, Randee, that's certainly something that would interest you. Maybe you can get your students involved and take them on a field trip to the Dia de los Muertos thing at 14 Pews. I'm thinking it's got your name all over it, Randee.
I love 14 Pews, and I love Dave and the festival. I've been many times and super excited for, I love it. And I love Dia de los Muertos. So that's it hit all my sweet spots. So I'm good. I'll see you there. I'll buy you the first drink.
Cool. All right. Well, now we're going to hear from something that's very special. HCC has a spa, and you've got someone who's going to tell us about their program there. Go ahead, Randee.
Hi. Good morning, Dr. Alissa Jongh, Professor of Facial Aesthetics for the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you on here. I'd never heard of this HCC spa. Gosh knows I need it, but tell us all about it because I'm super excited.
Well, good morning. Yes, I think it's really our best kept secret. Not that many people know. It's small, and so maybe that's why. But our students are wonderful, and they're in training to work in spas and medical offices doing facial services. So during the year, they need to practice on clients so that they can get great at their customer service and their skin skills. And so we offer for anyone that is in the community that has HCC ID, student ID, come in and be a case study for our students. It's very unique how we do it. So we ask that the client volunteer for 10 to 12 sessions, because that way the student can follow the skin versus just doing one facial and not seeing a result. Pretty amazing.
I'm going to enroll in a class just so I can get a student ID. I'm telling you. Okay. How about let's start. What do you teach the students in your department overall?
Anything that has to do with skin science and beauty. So we learn skin analysis, how they can know what's going on underneath the epidermis, European facial, so they can relax their client, beautify the skin. Microdermabrasion, which is a really popular treatment in the community, chemical peels. Both of those will make a really bright, beautiful skin. And then, of course, waxing and MUA. We do makeup artistry. So we go to fashion shows and do different types of makeup artistry as well.
Oh, I'll have to have you guys over here and get you on some of our film sets for our film students.
Absolutely. We love collaborating with our other departments.
That's terrific. I know the fashion show, we've worked with the fashion team before, and I know they've had some of your students out there, and that's been terrific. So overall, you guys fall under cosmetology, or is that too old school?
It is, yes. We're under the cosmetology department. All of our licensure falls under TDLR, which is the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. So we have to go with HCC, rules and regulations, and TDLR.
So what can they expect from the program in terms of certification? How long does that take? How long do they graduate?
It's relatively short. Honestly, the certificate takes 750 hours, 6 courses, and it takes a part-time student goes from January through December. A full-time student will go in August and graduate in May. So it's really not that long.
So in under a year?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So they can go from 0 to 60 in under a year. And then what kind of income can they expect, after graduation?
Yeah, it's very interesting with the beauty world because I have so many students that say $12 an hour. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So the starting rates will be anywhere from like $12 to $20 an hour, but that's the hourly rate. If you've ever been to any kind of salon or beauty service, there's tipping. And so let's just say they make $12 an hour and they service 2 clients with a waxing in 1 hour. So that's $12 plus their $20 tip for each. That's $52 an hour. So even if it says $12 an hour on their pay rate, you have to figure in that tipping, which always happens at about 20 to 25% if you have great customer service.
Well, yes, I'm a good tipper. I'm just going to say that right up the top because I waited tables for a long time. So how about some of our HCC success stories? Who are some of our fantastic specialist graduates who are out there that we can go see in the community?
Well, we have so many, but just off the top of my head, we have Nene Taylor. She owns Taylor the Esthetics Spa, and she specializes in acne. She has an acne boot camp that's very, very successful. We have Jasmine Holmes. She owns Sleep and Beauty. I think she's in the Cypress area off Jones Road, and she does all facial services, waxing. She's doing really great. And now we have a recent graduate who just finished in May. I'm so proud of her. She got her license. Her name's Prissy Phillips, and she opened Ethereal Esthetics, and she's doing great serving clients with all of her facial skills. So it's really exciting to see these ladies going out in the community and just making a name for themselves.
So as a teacher, is it really gratifying to go to their spa and go back there?
I've gone to the grand opening. I try to support them and send people there. And, it's really great because through the program, I teach them to use their portfolios. So they are like Instagram superstars. I love going on there and connecting and see what they're doing next and how they're making Houston, beautiful one face at a time.
So it is the summer. Surely you have some skin tips for us for summertime because it is brutal. I am looking every minute of my 52 years right now.
Yes. Well, the number one thing would be obviously to hydrate because even if you're inside, you're still losing a lot more of your, body fluids than you normally would. Hydrate. And then number two would be sunscreen. So many people think they can skip it and you really, really can't. And especially in this, 103-degree weather, you have to reapply. So you put it on in the morning, you're sweating. By noon, you probably need to reapply. And that's just a protection. You just want to guard around away from skin cancer. And like you said, when we're in our 50s, we want to look and feel beautiful too. And so these are a few things you can do. And then, of course, moisturize at night. Moisturizing at night is really helpful because it gives your skin the chance to just absorb as much of those nutrients as it can. So that'd be my top 3 summer skin tips for everyone.
Okay. And in this hectic, busy, crazy busy world, nobody has time. I've been trying to get in for a facial for 3 months. If we only have time to do one beauty service, what do you think it should be?
I obviously am partial to facial because I feel like skin health is really indicative of the health of your whole body. And so that's where I would go. But I know a lot of people right now are doing lash and, different kind of fun hair coloring. So mine would be facials, but it's all raised up to the client.
I'm with you. I'm in my 50s and I should have done more facials earlier because I'm starting to get it. But so the HCC Spa, those appointments are free, aren't they?
They are free. We have to book them through me. Right now, we don't have a booking service. And so whenever services start to open up, I have a list of people that have called to volunteer because it's a commitment, right? To do 10 to 12 facials, per semester. So when those people have committed, then I'll send out an email and it's a first come, first serve. Whoever fills up and commits to those appointments, then that's how it goes. I wish we had a huge spa that could just take walk-ins, but we only have 8 beds, so we have to be smart about it.
Well, I have a feeling your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. Put me on the waiting list. But I mean, it's a commitment. 10 to 12 facials in a semester is a commitment. But boy, isn't that a commitment that you have to honor?
That semester, your skin looks amazing. We've been trying to get another location open on the west side. I'm going to keep advocating for that. We'll do what we can because there's always a waiting list for our program and for our facials.
That's great. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you. And we're going to have your information and the links after the show. So, but I would expect your inbox would be quite full. Well, I have 1 minute. What is your one fun summer guilty pleasure that you're going to do this summer?
Well, I have been playing more tennis. So I try to do it early in the morning or in the afternoon. Otherwise, I can't do it. But yes, that's my favorite. I'm not great at it, but have a blast with it.
Well, that's all that counts. I couldn't hit the backside of a broadside of a barn with a racket. It's sad. I'm completely uncoordinated.
Well, it makes me laugh a lot.
Oh, well, that's good. Anything that makes you younger, doesn't it?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to see y'all in the spa.
Oh, you'll see me. I'll be in your inbox right now, right after the show.
All right. Thanks, Randee and Alissa. And of course, Randee, what is your thing you're going to do this summer? What's one thing that you're going to take on?
Oh, well, I've been teaching the summer camp and an HCC class back to back. So next week that ends. I'm heading down to Rockport for the weekend.
Oh, wow.
I just got dive certified. So I'm super excited about getting back in the water and doing more diving, which I'm now addicted to. Todd, do you dive?
I did at one time, like 35 years ago, but no, I don't dive. Well, no, I did when I went to Cozumel about maybe 10 years ago. And that was all I needed, for diving.
Oh, no, I'm addicted now. I did 8 dives in 5 days. I'm super, I can't get in the water enough now. That's it. Yeah. That's my expensive hobby. It
was neat. They took us down to about 30 feet, and that was about it for me. And, it was one of those, you pay for one tank of oxygen. They take you down, they do your little thing, take your pictures, and you go back up. So that was it for me with diving. So I don't know if I'll do that again, but there are a lot of other things. I've been told by someone I need to go out and play pickleball, which I'm not really looking forward to that this summer, but
I would not do it right now, but pickleball is a lot of fun. Again, I'm terrible at it, terribly uncoordinated, but it is a lot of fun. I laugh really hard when I'm doing it, mostly because I look ridiculous. But
it just seems like I've given up. I mean, you're going to pickleball. Next, it's shuffleboard. Put me on the Love Boat in a retirement home. That's
Joe's not shuffleboard. Shuffleboard's fun. So is bocce. I know you think old Italian men, but bocce is fun.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
it's a lot of fun. We have a bocce court in our yard.
I'm headed towards a retirement home, folks. Okay. Anyway,
I don't think so.
I don't play pickleball. Come on now.
Oh, come on now.
I'm being told I need to go play pickleball. Okay.
You can hold a cocktail and play a sport. That's my kind of sport, friend.
If I was holding a cocktail, there'd be no sports playing. Okay. But anyway, that's the way it rolls. Okay. We got a few announcements to go over. Credit where credit's due, book and supplies credit. This is a great thing for our students. Financial aid grants and loans may be available to assist students for books and supplies with the summer 2022 book credit. I'm sure you're telling your students about this because
absolutely.
It goes on through August 1st. So make sure you sign up for it. We'll have a link in our social media post after the show. And there's a women's business shower coming up the week after next.
Yep. And that is HCC's Open for Business, Women Entrepreneurs Business Shower. It's next Friday, August 5th, 9 a.m. to noon at HCC Central. They're going to have food and music, panel discussions, guest speakers from HCC's Goldman Sachs and the MBDA Business Center. And registration info is in our post after the show. Should be a good time, lots of information. Great event.
Yep. That's going to be, I think it was 2 weeks from yesterday or 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks
Friday,
from today.
Friday, August 5th.
Yeah. Yep. So, okay. Global Energy Career Exploration Fair. Students who want to upgrade their skills as an energy or manufacturing technician can attend the Global Energy COE. That's Center of Excellence for those of you in the know, Career Exploration Fair. It happens 4 to 6 p.m. Tuesday, August the 9th. So that's coming up too. It's happening at HCC's Northeast Science and Technology Building. They'll tour interactive labs, experience virtual reality and simulation software demonstrations, and engage in a Q&A with experts and coaches. We'll have some registration information in our social media post after the show. And whoa, there's a $500 raffle going on as well, Randee.
The fall registration raffle. I know, I'm super excited. I am old, Todd. I love bingo and a raffle. So once again, HCC has found a way to help pay for our students with this raffle for $500 scholarship. It'll help pay for fall classes during fall registration fairs. You can get personalized enrollment support and a chance to win a $500 scholarship. And those will be held at a lot of different locations, 9 to 1, Saturdays, August 13th and 30th. For information, go to hccs.edu/registration fair 22. And there's a link to it in the post after the show. Go, people, sign up for your raffle and get your registration support.
We could all use $500. Okay. Get this. HCC has license plates. That's right.
I've been promoting them. I love them.
Do you have one?
I don't have one yet because I have to renew my registration in the fall.
Yeah. Okay. So you can get one though. HCC customized license plates are available with a portion of the proceeds supporting student scholarships. That's great for the HCC Foundation. Sign up for one. We'll put a link in our social media post. And I'm sure you're telling your students to sign up for the fall because now's the time to do so.
All registration's happening right now. I can't tell you how many students come to me and ask me how to do it. And we have multiple modalities. You can be online. You can be online on a schedule. There's hybrid where you're both virtual and sometimes face-to-face. We have traditional ye olde in-person, which I personally love. And then we have hybrid lab, which like my film class, we're in the studio half the time, lecturing half the time. And then we weave it all together for you. Registration is open now for the fall. Go to HCC for all HCC programs. You go to hccs.edu/apply.
That's right.
And we're super excited to see people in the fall.
Yeah. Yeah, we're signing them up now, so make sure you do so. Okay, on the show Monday, we've got Dr. Danielle Stagg, who is working on a grant for HCC's Open Educational Resources, which includes zero-cost books, which is a great thing. So that'll be there. And we've also got Mental Health Monday, a monthly visit from Roxanne Francis returning to the show. So, Randee, are you here like every Friday now? Is that the deal?
I mean, if you want me to, I'm always happy to be here, Todd. It's been fun being here.
Shaking your head. Okay, good. So we'll get you here on Fridays. We got all types of stuff going on. You know, we've been rotating co-hosts, and we're going to continue doing so as we move into our future, and especially as we get into the fall. Randee, thanks for being here on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
And thanks. The Pakistani Film Festival is going on, so go down there. There's some great films.
That's happening
MFAH now this weekend.
Oh, yeah, the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. Get out there. All right, folks, have a great weekend. Stay cool, and we'll see you Monday morning live, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.
Thanks, guys.